Just finished watching C3, also known as C-Cube or Cube Cursed Curious. Overall, I have to say that the show was good for the most part. I personally liked how the anime started out like a magical girlfriend anime with, this magical being doing all kinds of stuff, going to school, trying to cook whatever for the, main character and all. However, then the anime transformed into a dark, action-packed, and very bloody anime, which really surprised me, and I really liked that twist. The action scenes were pretty well done whenever there was action, and for the most part, the comedy can get, a little chuckle every once in a while. There was a surprising amount of blood in this anime, because you didn't expect that going into the first episode. You saw, this magical girlfriend type of, scenario, but then, by the second episode, it just turns into this bloody, dark, thing, and the amount of blood is surprising, and I wasn't expecting all of that, going in. And although the characters are kind of generic at first, as time goes on, they do develop them. And not to mention, they also introduce new characters as it goes on as well, and they develop those characters also. So, so in a way, the characters are a little varied, and, despite the fact that some of the dialogue they say can be kind of cliche and repetitive at times. But despite all of this, the magical girlfriend anime element of this show doesn't necessarily go away. For one, there is fan service, despite even after it transitions into this dark anime with blood and stuff. It still has fan service and a lot of sexual innuendo, all used to make cheap jokes. And while the jokes can give you a chuckle at times, other times it can get kind of on your nerves and sometimes makes you wish that they didn't do this or they didn't do that. And also, although this show has pretty decent characters and a good action, I will admit that they could have dialed back on the whole sexual innuendo and fan service a bit. But still, despite all of that, overall, C3 or Cube Cursed Curious or C-Cube, whatever you want to call it, is a pretty good show if you just want to see some characters duel it out. If you just want to be somewhat entertained despite the obviously forced fan service and attempts at cheap humor via sexual innuendo, it's still a good anime to watch. So because despite the bad parts, there are good parts to this anime, and the good parts definitely kind of make up for the bad. So yeah.